Now, you should recognize the name Amelia Tu because she was on the show last month while prepping for the Miss Universe Canada pageant with the help of a Portland coaching team. Well, Amelia took home the title, okay? She won the pageant, and the other day she sat down with our Nicole to talk about that win and offers us tips for sticking to difficult goals, all sponsored by our friends at Oceana Blue Productions. Check it out.
The last time we spoke with Amelia Tu, she was preparing to compete for the title of Miss Universe Canada, and practice makes perfect. She won! She joins us now all the way from Canada to talk about how all this hard work has paid off and a few things we can all learn from a pageant process. So welcome back to Portland.
Thank you so much for having me here, Nicole.
And huge congrats. This is so exciting.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That means so much to me.
What a big year. So I know a lot of your supporters, of course, here they are in the audience, are from Portland, and you've got a great local coach as well, but we've got to know, what was that moment like when you're up in Canada competing for Miss Universe Canada and they called your name? What does that feel like?
Oh my gosh, you know, in that moment, everything was just so surreal to me. When they called out my name, it honestly took a couple of moments for it to click in my head, and even throughout that entire night, I think I was just soaking in everything, and everything took a while to register. It just felt so surreal.
Exactly, because when you work so long and so hard for something and then it happens, you kind of have to go, oh my gosh.
Taking a moment just to breathe and
that is your moment though, so that is so nice. And you know, I'm curious, this was a long process. We spoke before you competed. Yes. What was a learning lesson from the competition? What are some of the things that you learned?
I think one of the most important lessons was, you know, of course, I set this as one of my biggest goals for this year, and leading up to it, I had gone through so much preparation for it, but really during the pageant week, I think I was just really living in the moment, you know, talking and having fun with all the other girls, and while we were actually all on stage, I was just letting go of my expectations and just being myself and being present, and really just letting it go, not really thinking about, you know, the final result, just enjoying everything.
That's such a good lesson though, because so often we could almost ruin the moment we've been working for because we're in our head.
You're so nervous, or you know, can't think of anything else but the final. So
this is so great. And so I'm curious, you know, the next steps. Okay, we worked so hard, we're crowned, we're having a great time. You're back in Portland just in time for Rose Festival. So what's next for you? What's coming up?
So obviously I have 6 months to train and prepare for the Miss Universe competition, which will be happening in December. Okay. I'm super excited, but there's definitely a lot of room for me to still improve, to learn, and I'm just totally ready to prepare and learn from all the experts, and I will be prepared in December for the final competition.
I hope you get to wear this outfit all the way leading up to that time. That is so fun. And I was wondering, you know, do you have any advice for young women who want to achieve a goal, perhaps in pageantry?
I think the biggest thing is just to really have courage to take that step outside of your comfort zone. You know, applying for this was a step outside of my comfort zone, but I think if you really set your mind to something, set your mind to a goal, even if it's pageantry, if it's not pageantry, whatever it is, as long as you know, prepare for it, really set your mind to it, and remain resilient towards that goal no matter the problems or challenges you face along the way. I think whatever happens in the end, that experience, that process along the way is what's most valuable.
Yes, and I think that's what I've learned from you as well, is just stick with it, because that's half the battle right there. A lot of people give up early on their goals and their dreams. So, oh, this is so great. When you're in town, of course, the Grand Floral Parade. This is so fun. Anything else you're doing in Portland?
Just the Grand Floral Parade. It was so much fun. You know, I was riding a horse and carriage. It was my first time attending it too, so I was just beyond excited. But, you know, other than that, just shopping around Portland, having a lot of fun. It's very similar to Vancouver, so I feel at home here as well, you know, with the rain.
Yes, with the rain, exactly. And nice people, we love that. This is so great, everyone. Check out what she's up to on Instagram at Amelia Tu with an X for you.
Yes.
That's T-U-U. Congrats on all your success. I'm very inspired by you, and just can't wait for you to explore Portland this week.
Thank you so much, Nicole.
Huge congratulations to Amelia, y'all. I know she's the expert, but I got a pretty good wave, you know, a little curtsy. Everyone here will definitely be rooting for her as she heads into her next competition later in the year. And a huge thank you to our sponsors at Oceana Blue Productions for making it all happen. Now,